at beavercountyradio.com.
We are joined in studio now by Courtney Riggio. Riggio? I'm terrible with names, but I'm so excited, Courtney. You are bringing to Beaver a bookstore. You are having your soft opening tonight, right?
Yes.
Tell us about this new business.
Yeah, of course. So I have always had a passion for reading, and I've always really wanted to open a small business of my own. I'm from the area, so being able to open it in the heart of Beaver is such an honor. And Fable Craft, the new bookstore coming to Beaver officially today, we will have a little bit for everyone. There will be a mix of both new and used books. We'll be starting to take donations for used books probably the week after we open. And there's different genres. There's a whole kids room that we have, which is really cool. And then also some craft kits, craft supplies, gifts that you can get people. So there's really something for everyone, whether you are an avid reader or not.
That explains the name, Fable and Craft.
Yes.
So you will have crafts and fables. And,
Yes.
and I'm trying to describe where you're at. It's kind of right next to Reclaimed Threads.
Yes.
A short walk from Waffles and Caffeinated.
Yep. And right next to Seeker's Jewelers as well. So right in that area.
Yeah.
Yes.
What made you pick Beaver?
I have always just loved walking around downtown Beaver. As a kid growing up, we would always come down here for all of their events. And it's just such a great community, and everyone is just so supportive and really loves supporting local businesses. So it just felt like the perfect place. It's so walkable. There's so many other amazing businesses and restaurants nearby. So it felt like the perfect fit for the store.
That's one of the reasons you chose tonight for your soft opening. Beaver has a third Thursday event.
Yes, they are having their third Thursday on 3rd, and it's from 5 to 8. There will be vendors outside as well, some food trucks, and a lot of the businesses stay open late. So I definitely encourage everyone to come down. And if you want to check out the store early, we will be open from 5 to 8, and we're so excited to start welcoming people into the space. And it looks like the rain is ending by then, so it'll at least be nice out and won't be rainy.
And you're kind of having your more official grand opening, I guess, this Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday. I'm actually so excited. It's going to be such a fun day. We have some amazing vendors coming in as well. So we have Sparkle Society, which is a charm bar, and she worked on creating custom charmed bookmarks that people can put together. So there will be a bookmark bar, and then Hannah from Sprouts of Consciousness is doing custom poems. So she brings her typewriter, and people could get a custom poem typed for them at the event. And then we will be having Roaming Bean outside of our store as well, serving coffee. So we're super excited for that. And for us, the first 50 people who come in will get a free goodie bag with like a 10% off voucher for the store and some other fun little things in a custom tote bag. And then we will also be having some raffle prizes as well. So it's going to be so much fun. It's from 10 to 6 on Saturday, and I can't wait to celebrate with everyone and have an amazing grand opening.
A custom bookmark, that could be a good gift.
Yes, that could be a great gift. Even the custom poem, too, could be an amazing gift. She encourages to bring your loved ones, bring your friends. You guys could get one together. So definitely custom bookmark is great. And she has a few different varieties that she's offering, and she sent me pictures, and they all look amazing. So I can't wait for other people to see them, too.
We'll talk about the need for a bookstore in Beaver County and in Beaver, because we don't really have one. There used to be one at the Beaver Valley Mall. It's not there anymore. And
yeah,
there's a void to be filled, I think.
Yeah, I think so, too. And I feel like independent bookstores are becoming more and more popular as people are starting to kind of shift away from being solely digital and online to wanting that community and wanting that space again to connect with people. So I feel like independent bookstores are really starting to become even more popular now as people get back into reading. So I think it's going to be a great place, just a great addition to Beaver. And also, a great way for the community to come together. Starting in September, we'll be hosting different events, so author signings, book clubs, but we also will be having the opportunity for people, if they want to host like a book club or a craft night, like privately, they can rent out our space for a couple hours and be able to do that as well. So we are super excited to kind of fill that need, and I think it's going to be a perfect fit for Beaver.
It's no coincidence I posted about our interview on Facebook last night, and some of the people that were hitting like were local authors. Clinton Kurtika, hey Clinton, Karen Molina, I'm sure.
Yes.
So, but I know as an author, you're looking for a local place where you can do a reading, you can do a signing, you can have your book on display. People walk by, see it in the window.
And we do have a local author section that continues to grow. So we have a form on our website, and after I announced the grand opening, I checked and I had like 20 more form fills. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to start going through this so we can get them on the shelf soon. But we have a great local author section with plans to expand, and we will be having lots of local author signings starting in September. So definitely keep an eye out if your favorite author is coming to the store, or if you want to check out possibly a new author and come meet them and take a look at their books.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned the independent bookstores, and we've seen them succeed most recently in Sewickley and Zelienople. Towns like that have had success, so I could see that working in Beaver as well. And
for sure, yeah. And there's one in New Brighton as well that's doing really well, so I feel like it's nice to be able to have one that will be more walkable in Beaver, where you don't have to drive as far. But yeah, there are some really successful ones around the area as well.
There's just an environment. You walk in off the sidewalk, you're in and you're leafing through the books, and we always say you can't judge a book by its cover, but you can still glean some knowledge. You can turn it over, read about the author. You can just something about tangibly holding it in your hands and looking at it. That, like people say that about newspapers all the time. They miss being able to hold a newspaper. It's just not the same reading online.
And people have very strong preferences on how they like to read, whether it's a physical book, an audiobook, an e-reader, combination of the three. And I think, too, there's something so great about being able to kind of explore the books in the store. And I feel like independent bookstores, too, the way that they're able to kind of curate selections, and it makes it a little bit less overwhelming, too. Because you know you're probably going to get a good pick with a slightly smaller selection than maybe like a bigger box store.
Joining us just now, we're talking to Courtney. She is opening today a bookstore in Beaver called Fable Craft Co. And talk about your experience. Have you done something like this before?
I have not. So I actually come from the corporate marketing world, and I had always dreamed about one day opening a small business, and it felt like it was a little bit further off. And I still remember it's been a dream of mine for probably 5 or more years now, and I was just like, oh, well, I have to wait. And I remember specifically I was at lunch with my dad late last year, and I was talking to him about it, and he was like, why do you have to wait? He's like, why can't we figure out a way to make this work right now? And I'm really glad for that little push to kind of take me out of the corporate marketing world and start my new business. So I'm super excited about it.
That's a good dad there.
Yes, for sure. Both my parents are awesome.
Well, that corporate marketing experience will help you as well.
For sure.
Like you sent us a press release. I've been seeing some things on Facebook, but the press release you sent really helped. So you know how to get the word out there, and that's important for any startup business.
For sure, yes.
Do you have a website up yet? Or?
Yes, we do. It's fableandcraft.co, and we have... you can see, we'll be updating it more now that we're opening, but there's resources for local authors on there, resources if you want to host your book club. We'll be posting our events once we get our calendar set up, and we eventually will have an online store probably in a few months, but right now we are connected through Libro FM, which is for audiobooks, and soon to be ebooks, as well as bookshop.org, where you can use our affiliate pages to buy books if you're not able to make it into the store.
Okay, we're joined by Courtney from Fable Craft Company, the new bookstore opening in Beaver today. We have one quick break. We'll be back with more, so stay right there.
Looking for something that's more than just a job? Then this good news is for you. PA Connecting Communities helps people with intellectual disabilities and autism by using fun activities like cooking, pottery, and volunteerism to learn valuable skills. PACC is hiring for full-time and part-time in Beaver, Butler, and surrounding areas. When was the last time you got paid to go bowling, the movies, swimming, or doing a community service project? If you're looking for a great job where you can help others improve their life skills, gain independence, and participate in community activities, all while having fun and get paid nicely too, then visit PACC.org.
If you have kids going off to college this fall, one of the most important things to consider is their new car. College kids need vehicles that are fuel efficient to save money and are versatile for cargo and passenger space and also have a sporty exterior. When you're looking for a new back-to-school car for your student, look no further than Moon Township Ford. They have plenty of vehicles that your student will love, whether new or pre-owned. And for everyone else, summer means it's time to get going and enjoy the warm weather. If your truck is your lifeline to towing recreational vehicles, campers, boats, and carrying jet skis, fishing gear, and more, the Ford F-150 truck is the vehicle for you. No matter where your summer vacation takes you, the adventure will be more fun in a new vehicle from Moon Township Ford. Summer vacations or back-to-school gear up. Trust Moon Township Ford to have what you need. University Boulevard across from Robert Morris.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
We're talking with Art Cornell from Beaver Cemetery and Mausoleum. Art, tell us about the cremation garden at Beaver Cemetery.
Our cremation garden is a very affordable burial option for families choosing cremation. Burial in our cremation garden provides a 62% savings over a traditional burial.
Why do some families choose cremains burial over options like a decorative urn in their home?
More people today are opting for something long-lasting. They want the ease and lower cost of cremation, but still want to memorialize their loved ones in a more permanent way.
And your cremation garden gives them an affordable way to do this?
Yes. In addition to a 62% savings over traditional burial, our cremation garden gives families a place to visit today and preserves their family heritage for generations. And everything your family owns at Beaver Cemetery will be protected by our Perpetual Care Fund.
Friends, you can learn more at beavercemetery.net.
Put freedom in your future. Freedom United Federal Credit Union in Rochester.
Coming to you from the Fry Transportation Group studio, Scott Tady here, joined in studio by Courtney Riggio. She is the owner of Fable Craft Co, a bookstore opening today in downtown Beaver, right there on 3rd Street. So what's it look like? I mean, trust me, I'll be there I have a show tonight, but I'll be there probably Saturday walking around. But for people listening, what's like the environment when you walk in? What's the ambiance?
Yeah, so we really wanted to go for like a cozy, homey type of vibe. So you'll walk in, you'll see a lot of dark wood. I actually got my mom addicted to thrifting and antiquing. We found a lot of our pieces from either Goodwill or different antique stores around the area. So that was so much fun. Dark green walls, except for one room, which is dedicated to only fantasy books, is like a dark pink. Ah. And then we had the very talented Bree Bow come in to do a mural in the space. So it just feels so inviting and warm and cozy in there, which I think is what you want for a bookstore. You want to be able to like spend some time there and be able to kind of explore and not feel rushed or anything. So I think between my husband and parents and in-laws and our amazing contractor and muralist, we were able to bring that vision to life.
Bree has done like the mural outside Beaver Bagel, for instance, and her artwork is astonishing.
She is absolutely incredible. Yeah. I have had a couple people who asked me if it was wallpaper, her mural, and I was like, that was all hand-painted. Yeah. She is absolutely incredible, and she was such a joy to work with as well.
Yes. So is there like a seating area? If I'm trying to decide about which book I want to buy, is there a place I can sit down, maybe read a couple pages?
Yeah, so we have a couple seating areas throughout the store. There's some really nice like chairs and a few couches. And in our kids' room as well, we also have a couple bistro tables and chairs. That way parents can sit while their kids explore the books, and overall, we tried to make it as inviting as possible to, if you want to sit down and read a couple pages, or if you want to check out the used books for a while and read a little bit of that, you are invited to, and we have a few different seating areas throughout the store.
Now, how will that work with the used books? I know some people listening, they'll think, oh, I got these books, I don't know what to do with them, I don't want to, put them in a landfill, or other people think, oh, I'd like to buy a book on, save a little money, buy it used. So how does that exchange work?
Yeah. So what I've been doing right now is we've had a couple from our new inventory that were a little bit damaged, as well as my personal used book donation and a couple close friends. But we will be opening that up to the community, basically, as long as there's no water damage or any major like rips in pages missing, covers falling off. We will be able to take them, and we do have a pricing guide. So all of our used books right now are between $3 and $15. So $3 are going to be the paperbacks that probably have a little bit more damage, and $15 are hardcovers that are in pretty good condition or like a special edition type of thing. And we will be offering people to bring them in exchange for store credit. So whatever we're able to take, we'll give you store like a gift card that you can use at the store. And we're asking for people to limit the amount that they donate at a time between like 15 and 20 books, just because right now it's just me. So I want to make sure I'm able to get through all of them. But yeah, so I'm very excited to grow our used book section even more.
And should people call ahead or email you or something? Or?
People can email me. I'll be making a big post about how that works. You can also come in during store hours if you want to drop off books as well. And then we'll just kind of work together on how I can contact you once I go through them. And if there's something that I'm not able to take, if you would prefer that I give it back to you, or I can donate it on your behalf.
What are some, as far as the new books, what are some of the genres, or is there any particular genre right now that's super hot, or what's?
Yeah, so what I really like about Beaver is I've seen such a diverse mix of people who like different genres, but I would say overarching, the big ones right now are is fantasy for sure, and then probably I feel like romance is making a really big comeback. But I've had people stop by my pop-ups who are big thriller fans, big horror fans, so at the store, there's definitely something for everyone, but I feel like fantasy books are definitely on the rise, and that's my personal favorite, which is why we have a dedicated room for it at the store.
That's awesome. And are there names out there? Like the other day, I was doing celebrity birthdays, and it was like Danielle Steele's birthday. I was like, wow, Danielle Steele. Are there names? Are people, McMurtry, James McMurtry? Who are the? Yeah,
so the big authors right now, so there's Sarah J. Maas, who is the author of the ACOTAR series, and she actually has a couple books coming out, one in October and I believe one in January of next year. And I know everyone is super excited about it. We'll be doing some events around that. Rebecca Yarros is another one who wrote the Fourth Wing series. And then there's the Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Dinneman, I believe, which is a sci-fi series. And I know those have been incredibly popular right now. But yeah, we have all of those in store. And for Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros will be doing some fun little release parties later this year.
And how about autobiographies, celebrity biographies? I'm 185 pages into Phil Collins' autobiography.
Nice.
Go home every night, read another 20 pages or so. But is there any big ones coming out that people are already buzzing about?
I don't know if there are any big ones right now. We do have a small selection of nonfiction, and a lot of those are autobiographies and memoirs, a lot of celebrity memoirs, which are my one of my favorites to read. So
that's a good beach read.
Yes, great beach read, a great, if you like audiobooks, a great road trip read, if you listen to those, because they're typically read by the author, which I think is really cool. But I'm trying to think of which ones we have at the store. We have Jeanette McCurdy's memoir, which is an amazing one. It came out a few years ago. We have Christina Applegate's memoir.
Oh, I'd read that.
Yeah, so we have a lot, and we plan on expanding more in nonfiction as well. But right now, I kind of focused more heavily on memoirs because I feel like that's what people typically go to.
So again, it's Fable Craft, a bookstore, and there's the craft aspect as well. Give me some examples of some of the crafts that people can buy there or check out.
So we have a small selection of craft supplies, but what I tried to curate towards was like if you wanted to pick up something for when the weather starts getting not so great here this winter, or something that you could do with friends. So we have like watercolor kits. I personally love junk journaling, which is kind of like scrapbooking, but you take some stuff around your house. But we have some junk journal and scrap paper or scrapbooking kits. We have punch needle kits, a lot of puzzles. We also have kids' activity books and different crafts for kids. One that just came in that I was like, I want to buy one for myself, are these kids. They're like science, like potion kits. And I'm like, that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of mix of everything, but
Wait,
it's something.
junk journals. You caught my attention. What do people put in their junk journal?
Yeah. So, for example, I went on vacation last month, and I kind of saved some different things from our trip, whether it was like a cute like paper bag that something came in, or we went on a cruise, so I saved my husband and I's like little sea passes, and you just kind of glue it all in a journal. It's a fun way to save memories with stuff around your house.
Genius.
Yeah.
Because I have like ticket stubs all over the place, or
I have ticket stubs, and I like going to like Broadway shows like at the Benedum Center, so I have a lot of those like playbills still.
Yeah.
So that was a really fun way for me to kind of paste everything together and not just have it sitting it like in a Walmart bag at my house.
I got to get my junk journal started. I
Yes.
love that idea. Well, have you decided yet on the hours and days of operation for Fable Craft?
Yes. So we will be closed Sundays and Mondays, and then Tuesday and Wednesday will be 10 to 6. Thursday is going to be our later day, so we don't open until 12, but we'll stay open until 8. So that way, if people want to come after work, they have a few hours. Friday will be 10 to 6, and Saturday will be typically 10 to 4, but our grand opening this Saturday is going to be from 10 to 6. So you do get a couple extra hours to come in if you're not able to make it until later, but moving forward, Saturdays will be 10 to 4.
That's Fable Craft Company on 3rd Street in Beaver, right near Seeger's Jewelers, as you mentioned,
Yes.
and next to Reclaim Threads. We mentioned the grand opening. Any other scheduled events you have on the book so far?
I will be having a lot of author events in September. So we will have a few author signings, most likely on Saturdays. So be on the lookout for those. And then we will be starting book clubs in September as well. So we're going to do 2 to start off with. And then as we kind of grow, we can expand. But the first one is going to be a mood readers book club. So that'll be a mix of different genres and everything. And the second one is going to be focused on fantasy for right now. And then the other thing to keep an eye out for is for my ACOTAR fans, I'll be announcing a release party for ACOTAR 6 pretty shortly.
All right, Courtney, last question. What's got you the most excited about opening a bookstore in downtown Beaver?
Honestly, the people in the community. I've done a couple pop-ups, and everyone has been so incredibly supportive and welcoming and so nice. So if you've supported our pop-ups, if you've commented on social media, or if you peeked your head through the window, we made awkward eye contact while I was sorting books, just know I appreciate it so much.
Well, we appreciate you having time. We just planned this interview like 12 hours ago or something like that. We appreciate you coming in on short notice, and definitely look forward to seeing your business in Beaver.
Thank you so much.
All right, Fable Craft. Good luck, Courtney. Take care. All right, we got Noah coming in 90 seconds with news.
Listen to Beaver County Radio.